The Asian goliath hornet, Vespa mandarinia, has shown up in North America. In the previous a few days, photos and recordings have surfaced demonstrating how violently this bug has assaulted bumblebees. It slithers into hives and rips off the heads of honeybees in huge numbers, making its supervillain moniker, Murder Hornet, feel stunningly adept. Government offices and nearby beekeepers have gotten a move on to destroy the hornet before it can unite in a dependable balance in the mainland. Achievement may lie in how predator and prey cooperate normally. V. mandarinia is the biggest hornet on the planet. A female specialist may develop to a length of about 4 centimeters, an inch and a half, and the creepy crawly has huge gnawing mouth parts that empower it to behead its casualties. Hornets are generally lone trackers. Be that as it may, between pre-fall and fall, V. mandarinia laborers may unite as one to lead mass assaults on homes of other social bugs, eminently bumblebees. This conduct even has a name, the butcher and occupation stage. U.S. beekeepers flexibly billions of bumblebees every year to help fertilize in any event 90 agrarian yields. What's more, they are concerned this new bandit could additionally decline effectively profound misfortunes in significant pollinator populaces. The hornet is local to Asia, going from Japan and Russia down to Thailand and Myanmar, some time ago Burma. The primary affirmed U.S. locating was a dead example found in Washington state last December. Be that as it may, a few of the creepy crawlies had recently been seen on close by Vancouver Island in British Columbia in the pre-fall and fall of 2019. No one yet knows whether the hornet is setting up a North American foothold in the Pacific Northwest or in the event that it will spread from that point. In the event that it advances, that could mean difficulty. Promotion. Early pioneers brought the famous bumblebee, Apis mellifera, to North America from Europe. It contributes a gauge $15 billion every year to the U.S. economy through its fertilization administrations, definitely more than some other oversaw honeybee. Asia is home to a bunch of different Apis species, including Apis cerana, the Asian bumblebee. In parts of that landmass, A. cerana is overseen for fertilization close by A. mellifera. What's more, it appears that the Asian assortment has much better safeguards against V. mandarinia's butcher and involve endeavors. All V. mandarinia laborers are female. After one finds a presumable objective honeybee settlement, she puts a pheromonal mark on it that says, "Sisters, come assist me with getting the treats here." When this aroma is set on an Asian bumblebee hive, the honeybees all dig in inside. In the event that a hornet gets into the home, about 400 working drones will rapidly encompass it, shaping a wad of humming creepy crawlies. They vibrate their flight muscles, raising the temperature to 45.9 degrees Celsius. Carbon dioxide levels likewise go up inside the ball. The honeybees can deal with the unforgiving conditions, yet the hornet bites the dust. On the off chance that enough hornets react to the pheromonal call, in any case, they can overpower the honeybee protections. At the point when they are done, the hornets have a food bank, juvenile honeybees still in their little waxen cells, which gives a great protein source to their own young hatchlings. In contrast to their Asian kinfolk, European bumblebees don't react to the fragrance marker or structure honeybee balls. They are helpless before V. mandarinia except if people step in. Beekeepers can help by introducing passage traps over the entryways of oversaw hives that have gaps huge enough for a honeybee to go through, however not a hornet. Beekeepers may likewise put out bedeviled traps to draw the hornets to their demise. Beekeepers in Asia do utilize entrance traps, says Jeff Pettis, previous research pioneer at the U.S. branch of Agriculture's Honeybee Lab in Beltsville, MD. Also, work is frequently modest, so some utilization mechanical methods, regularly tennis rackets, truly, to smack the huge astonishingly to the hives. Another potential U.S. protection that isn't accessible currently is expanding the hereditary decent variety of oversaw bumblebees. At any rate, 29 subspecies of bumblebees live normally in Eurasia and northern Africa. Most U.S. honeybees are dropped from the Italian subspecies, noted for its delicacy and nectar-making capacity, and, lamentably, its absence of protection from some regular bumblebee issues. Brandon Kingsley Hopkins of Washington State University says that issues, for example, V. mandarinia, show why nations ought to safeguard hereditary assorted variety in European bumblebees, since some subspecies can make honeybee balls. On the off chance that V. mandarinia gets set up in the U.S., it will introduce one more stressor to crucial European bumblebee populaces. They as of now face a host of issues: parasites, for example, varroa bugs that suck out what could be compared to the honeybee's liver, and in excess of 20 viral and different ailments, just as pesticides on the food they eat. Since 2012, beekeepers have seen yearly misfortunes in hives going from 29 to 45%. The hornet is additionally an update that a considerably increasingly troubling predator prowls in Asia, the Tropalaelaps parasite, which lives in the hive and murders a portion of the honeybee hatchlings and debilitates or twists others that arrive at adulthood. In Asia, which has both varroa and Tropalaelaps vermin, the last is more dreaded. That bug isn't yet in North America. Tropalaelaps is a lot more noteworthy risk than V. mandarinia, mostly in light of the fact that it's harder to keep out of a home, says Danielle Downey, official chief of the not-for-profit project APIs M. Pettis concurs. Beekeepers and government specialists would like to annihilate V. mandarinia before it becomes settled in on the grounds that no human needs to manage this hornet either. Milligram for milligram, its venom might be less poisonous than a honeybee's, however the hornet is so a lot bigger that it packs a greater portion, and it can sting over and over. Individuals stung by the hornet have portrayed the experience as like being cut with a hot metal pin. The stinger is sufficiently long to pierce the standard defensive rigging beekeepers wear. An ongoing article in the New York Times asserts that up to 50 individuals in Japan bite the dust from V. mandarinia stings every year. Finding and annihilating homes, which are generally made underground, is the key. In any event, expecting specialists figure out how to ensure bumblebees and beekeepers, if V. mandarinia isn't destroyed, at that point wild bumblebees and other social creepy crawlies, for example, honeybees, which have no protections, will be all alone against a furious new predator. As Sue Kobe, an analyst and honeybee raiser in Washington state, says, it will be terrible.